haven't met before, I'm the Frugal Fun Mum here in Adelaide, Australia. I want to welcome you to the channel and to today's video where we're doing video 3 in our series of Back to Basics. In today's video, we're talking about setting up our house and all the different ideas that you could probably do to do it as frugally as possible, but also I just wanted to share some of my favorite places to shop with you guys. So feel free to check out some of the tips and tricks that I have for you, as well as many other videos that we have. Let's go. The actual setting up of your house can be both exciting and completely daunting, because all of a sudden you go, I don't know what we need except for maybe a cup and a bowl and a spoon. Who knows? And even to film this video, I sat there going, right, so I get up in the morning and then I'd need a coffee. What do I need to make that? I need a cup and a spoon. Okay, and then I want to have breakfast. What do I need to make that? So just thinking about all the things that you'd probably need to set up the house. And then I started going into a bit more depth, like, well, you'd eventually need to wash your clothes and how would that work, and etc. etc. So if you are starting out from literally nothing, I'm going to put together a little bit of a checklist that I think that you guys might enjoy and use. And yeah, we were very lucky when we first got married. At our engagement party, we were given a whole lot of stuff by family members who knew what you would need to set up a house. So everything was brand new, but there was a washing basket and a bag of pegs and a toilet cleaner and a dustpan and broom and a few other cleaning things for the house. Then there was another little basket of some basic food like dried pasta and canned goods and stuff like that. And it was nearly like a whole house package. It was so clever. And then when we got married, of course, we got the toaster and the kettle and the dinner set and everything. So literally we had to buy nothing. But times change. Sometimes you need to add things to your house, or there's bits and pieces that you need. But if you literally are starting out with nothing, or you would just like to shop your own stuff, I've thought about all the different ways and things that I would do to get access to many of those things. So the first place that's pretty common and popular are garage sales. These are everywhere and they're free to attend, and people just clean out their house and you can get so much stuff for cheap or even free. I've been to some garage sales where people are just giving their stuff away for free, or they're like, it's a $5 donation at the door and you can take whatever you can carry and the money goes to charity. So either or. Most places you go to, how much do you want? Oh, $1, $2. So you can get just about anything: glasses, cups, cutlery, up to bigger furniture items. Yeah, it's a really great place to start. And usually they're around your local area, so if you've picked up sort of anything in the area, it's pretty easy to carry home as well. The second idea I was thinking of close to garage sales are what we have in Adelaide called trash and treasure markets, where it is literally just row after row of cars and people just with anything and everything there. Some from cleaning out their house, some to businesses, food, produce, whatever it is. But basically it's just a whole lot of stuff in one area. So it's not as boutique-y as a market, but yeah, trash and treasure, it's got everything. The third idea I was thinking of is Gumtree, where you could search online for what you're looking for. And again, many of these items are free or super cheap. And there's actually a free section on Gumtree, so you can look at that. But a lot of people are happy just to give stuff away for free. They're usually moving out of home themselves, or they're moving to a new place, or they're child has outgrown their bed and they're trying to sell it on, etc. etc. So you can usually get some really good stuff on there. I got a coffee table once, we still have it actually. It was advertised for $10 and I went and picked it up and the guy said to me, oh, you can just have it for free. And I was like, oh, and he's like, I had it listed there for free for 2 weeks and no one came to get it, but because you were like, I'm coming to get it at 4 o'clock on this day, and I got there, he said you can just have it. And so yeah, that was a nice surprise. Some people also on Gumtree will offer a small fee to deliver for you if you don't have a trailer or anything like that, so that's always an option as well. Next we have Facebook, and there's Facebook Marketplace and Facebook groups, which are local buy swap sell groups. So it's totally up to you what sort of area you want to go to. I love just looking through Facebook Marketplace from time to time, because you'll often see stuff in there that people bought and thought that was a good idea once and they no longer need it. Especially a lot of baking things, they're forever in there. People, especially in 2020, went, oh, I'm going to get into this hobby, and then a year later, yeah, nah, so they're selling it. So you can often get stuff really cheap in there. Your local buy swap sell groups also, they're really good, because at least you know then it is down to sort of the suburb and your very close area as well. The next thing is the Buy Nothing project, which I'm a member of, and again, this is so good. It's a worldwide project, and with it connected to Facebook, you join and you are connected within your local sort of suburbs again. So at least when you are looking or giving away items, you know you're not traveling big distances. In there, you can gift or give things away, you can ask for things, you can borrow things, or you can lend things out. There's all different terms and conditions in there, but it's also a great way of being able to borrow from your neighbors, so to speak, and also passing on things that you don't need anymore, or receiving things as well. The next place that I love to go is op shops, and there are so many. It depends whether they're connected to a bigger chain. In Australia we have the Salvos and Vinnie's in Adelaide, and then across Australia there are many different stores. I think there's Lifeline that comes to mind, and there's just so many others. There's a lot of little independent op shops as well, or thrift stores, and they're usually connected to church or sports groups, and you can often get items super cheap that's there. I went into one of them just to have a little bit of a look around, and the lady was like, can I help you with anything? I said, oh no, I'm just looking around at some ideas for someone who's looking to set up a home, and sort of what they would need and how cheap they would get things, and if they were on a budget. She was like, oh, I'll offer you whatever you want. I said, oh no, I don't need the items, I'm just looking for some ideas. So it was really good to be able to chat to her, and she was so kind and generous. So I thought, if you're struggling, that's a thing as well. Contact your local church. Usually there's a little thrift shop or community store attached to it, and they also have other food parcels and things like that for assistance as well. Speaking of op shops, I need to talk about my most favorite one of all, which is Savers. It's Savers, the Recycle Super Centre, and it is massive. It is like 3 or 4 op shops put together, and every mortal thing you can think of is in there, including probably the kitchen sink. Haven't seen one yet, but I'm sure that there'd be one in there. From books to electrical, home goods, cutlery, gaming stuff, clothing, haberdashery, crafting, pillows. I'm trying to think of everything that I can remember that's in there. Furniture, you name it, it's in there, and it is so good prices as well. Complete dinner sets, tea, coffee, all that, canisters. Oh, I reckon if you walked in there, you could walk out and you would have done the whole house. There's electrical stuff in there as well. They do sell sometimes some microwaves, toasters and kettles as well. So I think for a very low cost, you could easily get a lot of stuff in there. I love op shops and I just think that, again, you can just find so many things in there that people once had and loved and have moved on, and now you get to grab it for a quarter of the price of brand new. The last place I think that everybody should go is Kmart, because who doesn't love Kmart? And these days they have so many things in there that are super cheap, and some of these prices and things were cheaper than Savers and other op shops that weren't like 10-cent cutlery items. So you could get like an entire dinner set here for less than what the cost was at Savers. Also, there's a kettle for like $7. bath towels are $2.50. So many things you can get in here that are absolutely brand new and at amazing prices. So if you're looking again for a one-stop shop, I don't think that you can go past Kmart for all your home needs, including things like pegs and clothes hangers for the cupboard, just everything. Kmart, it's where you go. So I've made a bit of a list of the things that I think that you should probably focus on just for your very, very basics. And the theory that I've got is that for one person, you should have two of something, two spoons, 2 cups, 2 plates, etc, etc. And you can build more per person, but looking at just for yourself, so you can have you and then a guest. And also the idea is that you would have enough stuff to get through one day to do the dishes at the end of the day, so you can do all of that. So I was thinking that you should get some cutlery, then get some utensils, so a flipper, maybe a whisk or a spaghetti strainer. In Kmart they had a great pack that you could grab, some bowls and plates, and you can again get a great set that was at Kmart or cheaper at op shops if they sell them individually. Any cups or glasses that you can get, a bigger bowl like a mixing bowl, any baking trays or baking dishes, maybe just one of each to start with, see how you go. A glass dish is always a great idea for cooking things in the oven. Any containers, you might want to just get some cheap plastic containers for leftovers for the fridge or to help store food so they're not sitting in open tins in your fridge. Looking at a toaster and a kettle is probably important, and then you might also want to look at maybe getting a microwave. Also, you could look at getting a rice cooker, but I think for now you could probably just use a saucepan and a fry pan. Then moving around the house, you'd probably want to look at some pegs and a clothes basket, and also some clothes hangers as well. Get a toilet brush. There may be or maybe not one in the house. There wasn't one when we moved in, so we had to get one. A dustpan and broom. Make sure you get a bath mat. And if you want to get any pillows, quilts or any bedding, it's probably a good idea too. You can get some stuff super cheap as well. At Kmart there was a set of pillows for like $4.25. They're not the best pillows, but a pillow is a pillow maybe for some people. Well, there is everything I can think of, guys. I really, really hope that checklist has helped you to think about some things that you might be needing if you're moving out of home soon, or if you know someone who's about to get engaged or married and is still at home about to move out of home. Trust me, that big basket of stuff with a bath mat and toilet brush and cleaning products and other bits and pieces, it's gonna be the best present ever, because when they get to their new house and go, they're gonna be forever grateful that they have this basket of stuff. The amount of Facebook groups I'm in and people move into a brand new rental and go, I had to clean it. And so imagine that if you had a basket of stuff ready to go. Oh, I tell you that the thank you card, you'd be the first one on the list. Thank you so much. Oh, it was a lifesaver. Please give this video a thumbs up, guys, if there's anything in there that you enjoyed watching, or if you're going to go op shop shopping. Let me know. Let me know what your favorite thing is at op shops or what you like to look for. I just think I love being in some of the op shops too and looking at things that people have donated, and I think, I wonder what the story is behind this piece, especially a lot of the little like knicky-knacky things. Oh, they're so cute. I really need to control myself because I try to stick to a budget when I go in there, but oh, it's so tempting. Yeah, so leave me a comment below, because I would love to hear from you what you love about op shopping, or if you go to Trash and Treasure, or what do you call your op shop / thrift store where you live, because I would love to know what's around Australia and what's around the world, so let me know. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We would love to have you part of our Frugal Fun family here, and as always, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!